So, Ishan, right now there's no AISO team in any organization. And last week you were just telling me that, SEOs shouldn't be thinking of AISO and taking up AISO. Then, according to you, uh, which is that one job role in a company that should be actively thinking about taking up AISO and working on it? Or if you could just explain it in a way that XYZ job roles should, have XYZ responsibilities when it comes to AISO. That should be good as well.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just start with who needs to do the work, right?
Okay.
So there's some positioning work involved. We've talked about this a couple of times. The product marketing team is the best team to do that. There you would maybe say, okay, how can we restructure a couple of the pages? How do we talk about us differently? How do we differentiate from different companies on different aspects, different criterias? How do we maybe create pages like support pages and pricing pages and stuff like that? How do we edit these pages? All of that work needs to be done by a team, and that team usually in companies today um, is a product marketing team. The second set of work is a lot of the PR activities. Like, hey, like there's some data around that, hey, go after these PR sites are preferred in your industry. So we focus on doing PR there. And then what should you talk about in your PR? For example, again, just taking to the two examples which are very generic and relatable. Like you can say that, hey, we renewed our commitment to, let's say, you can talk about like, hey, renew your commitment to better support or something like that. That needs to be done by the PR team. So where to publish and then what to say in those PR, and you can do more things there. Then there's some outreach, which again a lot of different teams can take up. It's not really something that any teams do today, but could be pretty useful in general. There's usually some kind of marketing generalist that does it. It could also be maybe part of the PR team, SEO teams like for backlinking. It could be a lot of those teams that do similar tasks, but no one does exactly that. And finally, there's content creation, but this content will usually, so yeah, that could be done by a content team. It sometimes needs to be a little bit more research than what you would normally do for SEO, but still it would be done by a content team. Now, I think SEOs are still very well positioned to be the people who owns all of this, even though they aren't the people who do a lot of this work. Because if you look at this, right, once you have the right tech stack, you need someone who can analyze all of the data and figure out bring that into action items. And that's what good SEOs do with SEO. Look at a lot of data, analyze and figure out the next steps from it. That's a similar skill set. Another skill set is trying to collaborate between so many different teams and get them to do your bidding, essentially, right? That is again the only department in all of marketing that can do that well is SEO. So if you look at not like the specific SEO skills, but if you look at the technical skills, right? Like, hey, like data analysis, and look at simplifying things, and you look at soft skills like collaboration and all of those things. The job title that has like good SEOs have these things, and so SEOs could very well be the team that owns this also. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how the market evolves. But they could be the team that does it. It's just going to take a lot of unlearning. And the one problem is I do keep saying good SEOs, and there is a very, very, very severe lack of good SEOs in the market anyway. So this is just going to, if you add this um, to the responsibilities of an SEO, which is already maybe the hardest role to hire for in marketing, it becomes even harder. And yeah, I think it's nearly impossible if someone went out to try and hire someone who has an SEO and an AIS skill set. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how the industry evolves. Um, but right now, yeah, different teams will do it. And if you look at from a soft skill perspective, SEO and mindset perspectives, SEO are the closest to it.
Okay, perfect.